currently, think there's there's only 0 people here. So I will just I'll just 0 people. Why am I even talking? So you can guys hear this?
Yes.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, come here and see how it is. Yeah, this is better. Yeah.
Okay, Acha, good.
Then actually you talk and you come and check here. Ashu, can you talk?
What? How many people are watching, Daddy? Oh God, it came there. That's funny. Okay, so like I'm just SpaceX. I'm just putting SpaceX channel because they have to by now at least have start their live stream. So it's gonna start in a bit of time. No questions, good. Okay. Okay, it started now. Okay, their thing started so you can just see. Anyone has question, please put it in the thing. I should change the chat, probably that's better. Okay, but so far what you can see on here, on the part, explaining all that stuff. So, okay, you might have heard echo from here to there, so just, it ended now, because I stopped the echo. But you all can hear me now, right? Can you please type yes or no? Okay, hold on. I see the latency still there's a little latency. Yeah, okay, now there's a 2. Pretty much everything's fixed now. Okay, but, yep, everything's fixed now. Okay, you can hear me? Acha? Okay. So I have 3 people watching, so if you want to send it to anybody, you can send it to anybody. So far the things you can see S2 locks load. That just means the second stage liquid air. Not liquid air. I do mean liquid air actually. So that means they put in there. But in space there's no air, and also this makes it burn more bright and more bright and more. Oh, I forgot about Starlink set in my life, but that's okay. But the lock speed, make it more bright and more powerful, make it more hot, which means it's more better for rocket. But I really forgot to put Starlink. Oh, and I kept this. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I just realized I did a massive mistake. So let's change that now. First of all, Starlink 18. And I should put live. For some reason, I did type Starlink correct, but it's not like a common word they use there, so I'm assuming that's why. Okay, but after all that fixed up now, good. So, I am watching a movie. Okay, but anyway, this is a Falcon. Why is it still Sterling 17? Oh. Yeah, it's supposed to be Starling. Oh, I know what's wrong. But anyway, what rocket is the Falcon 9? A very commonly used rocket, kind of. You're watching a movie? Okay, good. Okay, I'll be back in like 35 seconds. Starting now. I'm back. Oh, it has been 1 minute. Never mind. But that clip you currently see, that clip you just saw is, the top of the rocket, it's actually in two parts. So come down and that'll catch the fairings. With each fairing is $5 million. Well, not, I said each, both of those fairings are $5 million in total. So each fairing is $2.5 million. Okay. So after you can see this, you can see my other videos. Yeah. Anyway, and yes, this is from SpaceX. Okay, so currently keep you watching. Any more questions? Please just put it. You know where exactly to keep it. Oh, sorry, I accidentally pushed it a tiny bit amount of time, but now it's currently live. Hold on, hope I'm starting my computer.
Make sure you put the plug back.
My computer. I'll end it. Nope, I don't have any questions. Okay, but ask me any questions you want. And we're currently in 3 minutes until the launch. Okay. Oh, the strong back is basically okay. So the engine chills when they kill on the engine because they're about to experience a lot of temperatures, and they don't because at these temperatures, launch these engines gonna be so hot. It's not gonna melt it. It's gonna vaporize it. Like how water turns into steam. Think the same thing, but with metal. Like the metal turns in like gases. So it's gonna be extremely bad, and so that's why they cooling down the engine. There's minus 200 degrees Fahrenheit going all around the 9 engines of Falcon 9. Hence why it's called the Falcon 9 rocket. Because 9 engines, and the Falcon 1 rocket is called the Falcon 1 because one engine on there. Okay, so we're currently we're currently 1 minute and 50 seconds until launch. But anyway, if you also have a question about what a strong back retract, like the part you can see that's holding it, like there's a strong back that kind of retreat, like not like retract. So that means basically all the pumps that are giving a fuel is gone. And also, if you've seen, these on these things, no, don't worry, the rocket is absolutely fine. It's just that the fuel is so cold, it's just like like some very kind of moist. So when the water comes here, there's like not things. Oh my! There's like literally T minus 1 minute until launch. 1 minute until launch. 59. Okay, start up when starting it. 55, 54, 53, 52, 50. Oh, hold on. Count. 48, 47, 46, 44, 43, 42, 41, 39, 38, 37, 35, 34, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, some blackness happened. 21, 20, 19, 18, 16, 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off! So currently the rocket is launching. Its speed, you can see the speed on the left corner. It's accelerating fast, but that's like normal for a rocket. So currently we're in T plus 15 seconds and the rocket is 0.3 kilometers high and traveling speed of around, actually it's too fast for me to tell actually. I mean I know it, but it's, see whenever I say that it just increases above the speed I'm talking about, see. When I was speaking that entire part, it was increased by over 200 kilometers, like, they're like, no way I can say. But when max Q is approaching very soon. Max Q is for the maximum aerodynamic pressure. Don't know why I call max Q because max aerodynamic pressure. But they will throttle down the engines a tiny bit so the rocket doesn't go to bits by the aerodynamic pressure. Because the max Q is the most aerodynamic pressure it has. And look, this rocket is already traveling 1,000 kilometers per hour in like the first minute of launch. And it's already 8 kilometers high. Okay, I see one question and it's how many satellites? So there's actually 60 satellites on here. So far they launched 19 missions with the, we have reached max Q. So far they launched 19 missions. 18 of those missions, well one of them is currently live, but 18 of those missions we're carrying 60 satellites. But the recent rideshare program, a rocket is dedicated to rideshare that holds 10 Starlink satellites. So it's at 60 multiplied by 18 if you include this one. Multiplied by 18 if you include this one and add another 10 to it. So okay, now you can see that very bright. So is this rocket will come back. So when you mean is this rocket come back? So basically the first stage will come. So when it says Miko right there, you can see the first stage will detach and come back, and the second stage will go in orbit, and after delivering satellite, hopefully successfully deorbit ourselves. Like these things, like the opening, like usually never goes wrong. But if it goes wrong, it'll just add one more piece to the thousands of. Oh, Miko about to start. So see, second stage is about to release. We have first stage release, and second stage is there. But I think this is a really great view. Yeah, this is okay. You will see. Look, you can see how bright I'm talking about. There's actually fuels going inside the rocket. You may not even see it, but you're making cool. It's making so like outside is cold, so it doesn't break up. And on your first image, you can see grid fins deploying. Those are going to help it steer to the atmosphere and act as a CP and a CG stabilizer, center of gravity and center pressure. Because you always want your center of gravity above your center of pressure, otherwise the rocket will start uncontrollably spinning. Okay, but now you can see they released the fairings, and I said before, like you know that a boat there, it'll carry those $2.5 million fairings each. So hopefully they can land on there, but you know, doesn't these things one time it failed, so only 5 fairings have been caught. But they hadn't tried to catch the fairings for that much a long time. How long can we see the rocket? SpaceX usually make a live stream 1 hour long, but does this 1 hour just making it waiting until they reach the satellite, so I won't record that portion. So I think that's what you're talking about, but I probably will do that maybe few minutes after pretty much everything's done. Yeah, so currently you can see first the speed you may see is decreasing, but that is because you can see read very carefully. It says stage 1. That's the speed of the first stage. But if you look on the other side, that's the stage 2, and that's the current speed of the stage 2. Around by now, when I complete the sentence, 10,000 kilometers. 10,000 kilometers. When altitude of 135 kilometers, it is in space. And the first stage is still in space, but not for long. And you can see the stage 2 is rapidly increasing in speed. Yeah, so yes. How much is speed? Like the speed you can check in the bottom corner because it's just going too fast for me to say. Like by now to finish the sentence is 10,000, like 12,000. By the time I finish the sentence, it's probably 12,000, like almost 12,000 kilometers per hour. So you get my point. Like you can just read in the bottom corner. So it launched from Florida. Okay. So the first stage you can see is going around the same speed. It is no longer in space anymore. It's in the Earth atmosphere. So as these engines fire, you can just see it. And we're coming pretty close to the entry burn. Okay. Do I have any more questions? No, I don't think so. Okay, so now you can see anti-burn is gonna happen, but now you can see the altitude of the first stage rapidly decreasing, while the altitude of the second stage is holding its place. Because it's now rapidly turning. How much money does SpaceX pay to launch it? Actually, SpaceX is you can see the entry burn is gonna happen very soon, so I'll just say it after this because this is really cool. You see it's gonna light up the sky. That was right. This is really bright. So you can see the altitude is dropping, the speed and altitude is rapidly decreasing. You can see that they're firing its engine to act like a heat shield, so all the heat, the 3,500 degrees Celsius heat doesn't burn up the engines. It'll melt the engine but not vaporize the engines. But like it costs $90 million to recover this thing, but that's like most of the money, like almost $80 million, Well, I should save $75 million. Go to first stage for recovering so you can do next launch. And then the record of landings is 10. No, I mean not 10, sorry. I mean 8. So, yes. So, like, it's basically, you could take 8 launches. So, around, you can see maybe 10. You could say 30. At a very high end, you could say it's $40 million. But that's like the highest you could possibly say it. But it should be closer to maybe, like, I don't, like, I should say it's probably better, like, close to maybe $20 million per launch, which is, like, extremely cheap to compare to all the other options. So basically, the satellite. Okay, so the satellite SpaceX. Oh, look at the altitude. It's rapidly increasing. What I'll say is really quickly. It's SpaceX satellites and SpaceX rocket done. Okay, so you can now see it's gonna get to land. The speed is rapidly, well, it's decreasing, but rapidly increasing. You can see it lit up. You can see. I don't know which one. I think this could be either read the instructions. This could be just read the instructions, or of course I love you. Of course I still love you, because those are the name of both of. Yes, successful landing. It's another successful landing of so many to just count. But okay, you can see it's very the black part you see up now. It's soot from when you're re-entering. That's like basically like ass. I shouldn't say ass, but now you can now the second stage will start appearing. Okay, so now the speed is. Oh, if I'm watching, good. Okay, I don't know what this is because it's like rapidly turning. Because this is first time SpaceX really has done this. I don't know what they're doing. They're like sewing a rocket that's spinning around. I'm confused. What they're trying? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. This is like something new. Hold on, I might just. Nah, I won't do that. But I don't know. This is like something new. It had never sold like this way. Well, I missed the other launch, but I don't really care. I missed the other launch because This happened launch had like twice a week. And this is a really good country. Okay, now you can see the missing control, but all of the rocket. Wow, look, you can see there like other things. It's quite a lot of stuff. All the computers, all their stuff. So the speed you can see of the second stage is 27,000 kilometers per hour. Yes. But if you had any other questions that any other question I might have missed. Yes, it has recent space. But okay, but if I miss any question, you can just retype it. But I don't think this is. Yeah, so currently you can see 27,163 kilometers per hour and altitude of 172 kilometers per hour. I mean altitude of 172 kilometers. Because space starts at around 62 miles or around 100 kilometers. It's actually closer to 60 miles, but it's so close to. Well, no, it's not say close. It's actually 61.99 something, but 62 will work. Any questions, please? So far, it's 11 minutes. Okay, but when you say Seiko 1, basically what Seiko is 1 second engine cutoff. So Miko is main engine cutoff. Seiko is second engine cutoff. If you Tico? I never heard Tico, but Tico is probably third engine cutoff. I don't know how you pronounce it, but if you start saying cutoff, I'm assuming it'll be Tico. Tico? But sometimes if the rocket like reignites the engine and then after it has to turn off because not a limited amount of fuel, it'll call it Seco 2. Same thing with the main engines, but they usually didn't happen. How about the 2ND engines? I think they're explaining about the Merlin engine because there's nothing like a 2 ND engines. So I mean cut off. Oh. Yeah, cut off means basically turning off the engines. And how long is the life of the satellite? That SpaceX is hoping for around 20 years. SpaceX is hoping for around 15 to 20 years, but we don't know because they're not. Because on these SpaceX, they can't carry a lot of fuel because sometimes they have to carry a lot of fuel. Kind of, they need to carry some fuel to make sure they work, but they can't carry a lot of fuel, so that's why that usually decreases their lifespan. But if they able to attach more fuel, it'll probably increase the speed, the lifelong increase. So I'll be possibly infinite, but infinite probably not, because at that point, infinity years in the future, we'll probably conquer the entire galaxy. Not galaxy, probably the entire universe at that point. Okay, now I'll keep this so you can see the second stage cut off. You can see how before it was pretty much just basically white, so bright, but now it's brown. Oh, they're getting ready to release. Okay. You see CES2, that means I think that's when you're gonna launch the thing. So for the 6 people who are watching, the CES is when you're gonna release the satellite, I'm pretty sure. Because they saw the satellite image and they have to release it, and then they will mark something for it, so it has to be CES too. Maybe satellite investigation series. Okay, that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, what you see there? You see that this like white, like that. You just see what happened there. It was our RCS person or rotational control system or RCS. It basically can move it forward, but we usually move it just a tiny bit forward. But it mainly helping like turning left to right, like a few feet or about few meters actually, a few meters to the left or right. Yeah, meters to left and right. So, but you can also rotate the vehicle, which I'm a think, but I think it was just rotating the vehicle actually. Yeah. Okay, I think they might actually one RCS thruster. So I think it'll be like until like 1 hour to release the satellites. But I won't leave this on for 1 hour. I might like record the part they're releasing the satellite and just put that laterwards. But I won't record that in live stream because that'll be way too long. And besides, just sitting here watching pretty much the same thing people do in work. I mean, mission control didn't work. They're doing very hard work, but maybe you won't be able to see 1 hour out of them just looking at computer screens. Yeah. So, but a little info about this. These Starlink satellites, they are small. Really, really, really small. Like, they're like very small, I guess. Pretty small. They're like, see, I'm hosting this on a laptop. So, like this HP laptop, this like a standard laptop. So, give it size, maybe like a size of a standard laptop, or maybe if you watching this on a phone, maybe one phone width, roughly like one at the width of a phone. That's around the width of the satellite, and maybe this and the satellite maybe 2.5 phones long, assuming you're talking about the long side of the phone. We can see the background. If you look very carefully, I think that's another engine there in the background. They look very big, but I think they're the smaller Merlin engines compared to the Raptor engine. So in T plus 20 seconds, T plus 18, I'll probably end this. So if like need these last 2 to 4 minutes, you can ask me any question you want. And maybe you have any suggestions for new video ideas, you can put them in here. Okay. What are these satellites going to do? So these satellites are like if you heard the Starlink 17 like launch, which you probably did, I even missed it, but it basically Starlink 17 is basically this like high speed internet. And if you want to join this high speed internet, they're currently in testing phase, so you can have to go SpaceX/beta testing to SpaceX will send you a Starlink satellite dish so you can get these internet. But in order to do this, they have sent 42,000 satellites. So far, they sent around. Actually, I lost count at this point. Actually, they're sending so many satellites upon satellites. Just lost count. But if you want to calculate it, it's 18 times 60. Well, currently not 18 because these are releases, but like in 1 hour after this, it's going to be 18. So 18 times 60 plus 10. So you will, with that equation, you find the amount of satellites currently in orbit. But very soon after this, we'll hear. I do not know. I just started. I started like February. I started like, not February. I started like January 29th. So I just started January 29th this YouTube channel. So I do not know much about it, how to do that. But I will try if I can do it, but I do not know how to do it. Suggesting you should also start a channel for kids where you give them some information about daily things and some fun games. Okay, okay. So, but yeah, these satellites are pretty much just going to give extremely high speed internet. But yeah, but like currently in testing phase, so like I said, you can go SpaceX/beta testing, and you could like SpaceX could send you a satellite this and like test it kind of. Yes. So like they're still testing this, so they currently have 1,000 satellites of the 42,000, but they're testing it because I don't. Better way to say, I don't think they will just launch another rocket after like 60 people say yes to it. So yeah, so yes. So but after this, if you want to watch any of my other videos, after this or maybe tomorrow, because if you're watching in Florida, it's like 1 a.m. there. Well, if you're watching here like 10 p.m., so maybe like tomorrow. Like if you want to watch our YouTube channel, you can watch it. So I'm about to end this because it's 20 minutes. But I send a clip of this sending it. So I thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe and share this video. And hope you see our other videos we uploaded. Thank you. Thank you for watching.